everyone, my name is Randy. We are going to do a class today called Modifying for Dummies. So this is the class where if you want to do yoga, but maybe you can't do all the poses or need a little help, but nobody's ever explaining how to use the blocks and the straps and all the things that come with it. This is the class for you, and then you can incorporate these into any class you use going forward. So what I'm going to use today, this is just a rolled up scarf, but also just a towel or something like that would do. Rolled up, a strap of some sort. If you don't have a yoga strap, that's fine. Anything that is strap-like will work. I, for the longest time when I first started my yoga practice, used a camera strap. And a couple of blocks would be great. So having said that, you're just going to have those all off to your side, ready to grab and use. And I'll put mine up here a little bit. And we will start on our hands and knees. It's always a great thing to start warming up your wrists. You do use your wrists a lot in yoga. So let's start with that. Shoulders are going to be above our wrists, hips above our knees, and we'll start by rolling our shoulders over our wrists in a clockwise. No, I think I'm going counterclockwise. Yeah. Either way, you're going to do both ways. So do one and then do the other 3 times each side. And then when you're done with that round, you're going to flip your hands so your fingertips face towards the sides of your mat, and you're going to do 3 rolls clockwise, and then 3 counterclockwise. And this will just help warm up your wrists, warm up the fluid inside of there, get them nice and lubricated for you. Fingertips point towards the knees, and then you're going to sink your hips towards your heels and let the heels of your wrists peel up. And then come on forward, do that a few times. And then flip your wrists. Bring your right hand on top of your left and shake your elbow left and right. Release that and do the second side. Great. Put your hands to the front of the mat, flip your toes, come on into down dog. Send your hips up towards the sky, pedal out your feet here. Sink one hip towards the ground as you bend the other knee, and then vice versa. We call this affectionately walk your dog for obvious reasons. And once you're done there, come into a still place. Take a breath. Come onto the balls of your feet. We're going to do a spinal wave. So starting at the sacrum, at the base of your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, you're going to roll your back forward so that you come into a plank position. Then you're going to bend your knees and do the opposite. So the base of your spine, but this time you're going to tip your tailbone up towards the sky and roll your spine the opposite way. Good, 2 more of those. And you can take those as fast or as slowly as you would like. Just get some movement into your spine. Good. When you're done with that third one, walk your hands back to meet your feet. And if you need to, you can grab your blocks and let's stick with the blocks for now. Blocks. So anytime you need a modification or want a modification in your yoga practice, a good thing to do or a nice thing to do is always bring the floor up to you. You can do that by using your blocks. So here in your forward fold, if you want to come into your half forward fold, your spine is going to be long here. You're hinged at the hips, and then you bend over your legs. And you can use the blocks here as much or as little as you'd like. In forward fold, it's always helpful to take a micro bend or even a larger bend in your knees. The goal isn't to have straight knees. It's to feel that nice stretch, and you can do that without having straight legs, right? You want to get a stretch, but you want to get the stretch that's right and going to be beneficial for your body. All right. Come back into your half forward fold. If you'd like, you can put your hands behind your head and then bend over, bend in your knees as much as you need to, and then take some bounces here. This is great for the I can't talk, elasticity in the back line of your body. Come back up into your half fold, and then use your core to bring you back up into standing. Deliver your blocks back to the front of the mat. And we'll start here. Actually, let's keep these at the front of your mat. Sweep your arms towards the sky. Inhale. On your exhale, hinge at the hips. Come forward into your forward fold using the blocks if you'd like. Halfway, ground down into your blocks. And then place your hands in front of your blocks, and you can step your feet to the back side of the mat. Chaturanga, so you're going to bend at the hands, and then up dog. For up dog, instead of doing full up dog today, what I'm going to show you is our come down really onto your belly, and then you're going to push into your hands, but you're going to just do a cobra pose here. Instead of lifting your hips all the way up, sometimes that can create some tension in the lower back. So this is a nice one to do when you're having some lower back issues. You still got that nice opening of your chest, but without the tension on your lower back. Good, and when you're done in your cobra, you're gonna pull up onto your knees and just come up back into down dog. So that's gonna be our Sun A for this class. And then you can jump, step, hop, however you wanna get there to the front of the mat. You can even take little steps to your hands, and then put your hands on your blocks for half fold, and then forward fold. Lift on up. Reach your hands to the sky for Tadasana. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to your blocks. You can bend at the knees to put your hands on the floor completely, and then jump, step, hop to the back of your feet to the back of the mat. Chaturanga. Come on up into your down dog or your full up dog or your cobra. Okay, and then you're gonna flip your feet and down dog. We're gonna do that one more time. However you'd like to get to the front of the mat, get your feet to the front. You can jump, step, hop to the front of the mat, however it feels good to you. Hands to your blocks for your half fold. Forward fold, and then lift up Tadasana, standing. Hands to your chest. Inhale, sweep your arms up towards the sky. Inhale. Forward fold, bend at your knees to bring your hands all the way to the floor. You can jump, step, hop your feet to the back of the mat. Chaturanga, cobra pose, and down dog. Round down through the hands. Bring your right leg up to the sky. You can move your left foot in towards the center a bit if that's helpful for your balance. Bring your right leg up towards the sky. Bring your knee in towards your chest, and then just get your right foot to the front of the mat. Again, this is always a place where you can use blocks, right? If you need a little more space, you can put your hands on the blocks in your down dog, sweep your leg to the sky, and then bring it forward to come into your crescent pose, okay? That giving yourself a little more space between your belly and the mat will help get your leg up to the front of the mat. Reach your arms forward in your crescent pose, bend at the back leg to create a neutral pelvis. Good. Open on up into warrior two. Bend deeper into your front leg. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to reach our right arm forward, and then we're going to grab our block that's on the inside of our left foot, and you can use it tall ways to place your right hand down on your block to open on up into your crescent pose. Again, the idea of bringing the floor up to you. So you're still getting that nice opening in your hip, reaching the left arm towards the sky, or if you want a side stretch, you can reach that left arm up towards the room in front of you, the wall in front of you. Good. And then we're going to take our block with us as we straighten our front leg and bend into our back leg. And you're going to use this block in your left hand and sink down into your left foot. And you can use your other hand however you need to. You can use both blocks if you'd like. And just work into that left hip. Good. Inhale is going to bring us up. Still ground down. Don't rely too much on these blocks to push you up. You can as you need, but try to use the power in your left heel to bring you up. For our triangle pose today, you're going to be straighten the back leg. Bring your back foot to a 45-degree angle. And then your right toes are going to point forward. Bend at your hip, hinge at your hip. Block comes to the floor, right hand on the block, tall ways, or whatever works for you. Reach that left arm up as you're twisting your body open to the side here. Or you can reach that left arm forward for a bit more of a side stretch. Again, this block, use it however you need to or want to. Okay? Bring your left hand to the ground. Place your right block back on the right side of the mat. Bring your foot back and down dog. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So if you want to put your blocks at the front of the mat for your down dog, feel free. Sweep your left leg up towards the sky. Bring the knee in towards the chest and get your left foot to the front of the mat. Crescent pose. Push off your blocks, come into your crescent. Back leg is bent. And then when you feel that your pelvis is neutral, then try to straighten out that back leg. Good. Inhale. Swivel your back foot open to a 45-degree angle. You can toe heel your front foot over a little bit. Bend into the front leg, reach your arms wide, warrior two. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, reach your left hand forward and on to that block in front of you. So you've got the block on the inside of the left foot and your hand on top of the block. You can reach your right arm up in front of you or up towards the sky. Left hip is drawing in towards the midline. It's not sticking out. Draw it in towards your midline. Oh, feel that opening in your hips. Oh yes, that feels very good today for me. Ground down into the left leg. Come on up. We're going to go into our Skandasana. So you can use the blocks as you'd like here, just like we did on the other side. You can just use them to bring the floor up to you. Good. press into that back leg to come into our triangle pose. Front toes pointed straight out in front of you, 45-degree angle in the back leg. Hinge at the hips. Bring your block on the inside of your left foot. Ground down into the block with your left hand and reach your right arm up towards the sky. Good. Tug back on the left hip. Try to gaze up towards your fingertips. And just feel yourself opening up here. Feel your spine get long. Hands back to the floor or to the blocks. Chaturanga, hips to the floor, cobra. Just push into the hands, pull the chest through the arms. Think shoulder blades together and down on the back. Come on back up into your down dog. Beautiful. Okay, your blocks should still be at the front of the mat. You can put your hands on them for our down dog transition if you'd like. Sweep your right leg up towards the sky. Right foot comes in between the blocks. Grab the block in your right hand. Okay? We're coming straight into Warrior 3, so you can push onto the blocks if you'd like, but come onto your right foot, lifting the left leg parallel with the mat. You can use the block under your right hand as balance at any height, right? That's open to you. But that'll help you catch your balance here in Warrior 3. Energize your back leg. Engage your core. Feel long from the heel of your left foot through the crown of your head. Feel like there's one long line just shooting through your body. Bring your left knee into your chest. Good. Open, so you're still in your Warrior 3 leg here. You're gonna open your left knee towards the side of the room. So this is like a clamshell we're gonna do a couple times. So we're gonna open it up and then close it. And rely on that block for your balance. Open, so you're still getting good work here. I know you are, because I certainly am. And close it. Open it, ooh, and close it. Okay, one more, open, and close. Oh, you know what, we could do one more. Open, okay, Lord, and close. Sneak the left leg back, bend the front leg, and reach your toes to the back of the mat. Sink your left knee to the floor. We are in our low lunge. You can put your hands, grab the blocks actually, and put them in their highest position. And we're just gonna use these to ground down into, again, as if they're the floor. So square your hips, or scissor your hips, right? So your back legs, your back hips moving back as your left hip is trying to move forward. And sink those hips towards the ground. And eventually, when you get comfortable there, you'll move to the lower setting of the block. And when you're comfy there, you get it, you'll move to the lower setting. Whew. Alrighty. We can move our blocks off to the side a little bit. If you have your strap, you're gonna wanna take that, and it should be in a loop, okay, of some sort. If you have anything that doesn't have some clasps, just tie it. That's fine. So you're gonna put your left hand onto the floor or your block. Take your left foot and bring it up towards your hips. Put that loop around your foot or your ankle. Okay? And grab the strap with your right hand. And then you'll just use it to open up. So ground down into your left hand, sink your hips, pull your heel towards you, or the strap towards you, while simultaneously kicking through your back leg. So you've got two opposing actions happening here that'll help open up that front thigh and psoas. All right. Good. Release. Pull your strap off to the side. You can grab your towel, blanket, whatever you've got. And we're just gonna put it here. You're gonna stamp your right heel on top of the towel. You can move your blocks up. And you're just gonna bring your left heel to the towel as well. And then you're gonna sink your hips down to our malasana. Having this under your feet will help you get into this position easier. A lot of times what's stopping people from coming into this malasana pose is ankle mobility. So if you can alter this angle right here, you might be able to sink your hips down a little bit further. So a towel under the heels would really help here. And just stand here for a minute. Hands to the ground or a block. Step your feet back to down dog. And we're gonna do side number 2. Sweep your left leg up towards the sky. Bring it on in between the blocks. Bring the left block forward to come into warrior 3. Ground down. Of course, you can use both blocks here too, if that works better for you. Micro bend in your front leg. Remember to energize through your lifted leg. Like you've got one long line of energy going from the back of your heel all the way through the crown of your head, shooting out both sides, that it's just magnetic. You've got this crazy energy shooting through you in a straight line. Energize, energize, energize. Bring the right knee in towards your chest. You know where we're going. We're gonna open on up into our clamshell, close it down. It'll probably be easier to come onto just the left hand block for this move. Open and close. 3 more. Open and close. Open. Whew, I fell. And close. Open. I lost count. And close. We'll do 1 more. Open. I wouldn't want to cut y'all short. And close. All right, sneak your right leg back. Bend your front leg. And we're going to come into our low lunge. So sink your right knee to the floor. Bring your blocks tall ways on the outsides of your hips. And just sink down into this pose. Bend into the front leg. Again, scissoring your thighs. So the back hip's coming back while the front hip is trying to come forward. Ground down into your blocks and come to whatever setting feels good. Good. Keep your blocks where they are. Grab your strap. Ground down through your right hand onto your block and loop your strap around your right foot. It's very elegant of me, I know. All right. Good. Open to the side of the mat. Open your chest. Pull on your strap gently and kick back through your back leg, all while you're bending further into your front leg. It is a pose of many actions. Ground down through your right arm. And you just kind of go through that list in your head. Ground down through right arm. Bend into hip. Ground down through arm. Pull, push. And feel that thigh opening up for you. Ooh, yes, I feel it. Okay, release. Set your strap off to the side. You bring your blocks to the front and go ahead and bring your towel under your heels. Step your right leg forward to meet your left and then sink your hips down. Good. We are here in our Malasana position. You can use your elbows or your triceps to push into your thighs and kind of open up, help you gently open up a little bit more. Good. Sink your booty to the floor. Move your roll off to the side of your mat. Bring your left heel in towards your right glute and place your right foot on the outside of the left thigh. And then you're gonna hug your right knee into the crook of your left elbow. And just clasp your hands and feel this stretch along your right glute. And breathe. Good, and now we're gonna switch this. So if you want to do what I do, you can ground down into your right foot, swivel your body around to the back, and then keep going, keep going, keep going till your legs are crossed the other way. Sit them down, sit your right hip down, and then ta-da, you're in the same position on the other side. If that did not work, just get in that opposite position on the other side. Hug your left leg, clasp your hands on the outside of your left knee. Inhale. We'll bring your spine nice and long. Exhale. We'll twist us a little bit deeper. Good, release. Now we're going to try an inversion of whatever inversion you'd like. So I'll give you a few options here. When you're offered an inversion in a class, you can simply find a wall and put your legs up a wall. And this will reverse the blood flow. It will be a nice relaxing space for you to just kind of chill and let it reverse. I love this one. You could also do your forearm stand, your headstand, right? If you're gonna do headstand, you wanna clasp your hands, tuck your pinky finger in to your clasp so you don't squish it. And elbows should be about shoulder distance apart. And that triangle you're creating through your arms here, that's where your head's gonna go, the crown of your head. And then you're gonna push up into this like dolphin position, and you can bring knee number one towards your chest, and then just roll up on the other leg. And eventually, it'll feel light, and you can come into your headstand, okay? That's where you can work for your headstand. Shoulder stand. Forearms to the ground. A good way to try this one is with a block. So forearms on the ground. Keep the block in between your hands like this. Same situation, come into your forearm stand. Head not on the ground, head kind of eyes gazing in between your forearms. And then seeing if you can kick up. You have to use your forearms for balance here. And that's forearm. Or you can try handstand. You can try handstand at a wall. It's always a good option. If you're gonna try the wall, put your hands on the floor, get your feet up on the wall, and then walk your hands back to meet the wall. And this will help build your stamina, build your strength, and build good positioning in your body as opposed to trying to kick up to the wall, right? Because this is getting your body in more of a hollow position instead of creating that banana back, which is not the best position to be in for your handstand. That's really hard on your back. So you can try that if you're ready to start kicking up into the middle of the room. A great option is to have a block on the inside of your thigh. So whatever kicking leg you have, right, you want to have this block in your thigh, in between your thigh and your chest, right? Your other leg is going to reach towards the sky. You're going to lean over your hands, your shoulders over your wrists, and you're going to kick up and try to keep that block in between your chest and your thigh. Don't let it go. Don't let it go. And that might help you catch some balance. So try one of those, give it a few minutes. And just reverse your blood flow here. And breathe wherever you're at. Breathe, 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 breathe. Breathe, breathe. Once you're done with your inversion, come onto your backs on your mat and grab a block. I'm going to give you two different options for opening your chest or doing a back bend with a block. So first will be your modified bridge. So what you'll do is you'll come up onto your heels just like you would start a regular bridge, and then you're just going to slip your block under your sacrum and let it rest there. Kind of squish your sacrum from side to side here if that feels nice. Again, this can be on any setting. You can do it on a more medium setting on your block. Whatever feels good in your body is where you want to be. Also nice to just put it under your sacrum and then lift your legs and let the blood flow reverse that way as well. One other form of chest opening that you can take, you might want both blocks for this one, or a block and something for your head also. And your block can go at any setting as well. You're going to put your block under your shoulder blades. And then open your chest. Legs, you can have them bent or they can reach long. And then have your pillow or something to catch your head. I like my arms to be out in like this goal post position. And open my chest. And you can just sit here. Probably feels pretty good. And when you're done, you're just going to roll off to the side and remove your block. Come onto your back body, soles of your feet together. Let your knees knock wide. This is my favorite way to just kind of bring my spine back to neutral. And let it relax for a minute. This would be a great spot for a twist or something of that nature, just a relaxed one with your legs crossed over the side and then your knees, got a pop there. And your gaze looking over the other arm if you'd like. If not, we are ending our practice here. So you can stay here and do a couple more stretches. Or you can just stay here and complete your Shavasana in silence. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed the class. I hope these are some options that you can bring into classes with you in the future. I know many teachers don't often prompt to use a prop, or a block or whatever. But I wanted you to be able to feel empowered in how to use them in your own practice, in classes, even when it's not offered. You can sub those in if and when you need to, or want to. They're always available to you. So those are some options to use in your practice. I hope that was helpful, guys. And I will see you next time. Bye.